you flex in the mirror and your triceps out bulge your biceps.
You need stronger, bigger biceps. We're gonna give you a 30-minute workout to totally shock those biceps, and we're gonna start right now. Time under tension, bodybuilding movements, compound movements. These are the things that are gonna make our arms grow, specifically our biceps. The easy answer, we just need to do some more curls. If we do some more curls, we're gonna get more swole buys. But what if the sarcoplasmic gains aren't only what you're after? What if you're after some of those myofibrillar gains so that you can increase that muscular density and shock that bicep to actually increase its size? But what if we've only got 30 minutes to slaughter our arms? So this first aspect, you're gonna say, this dude's dumb. He's a moron. I'm not listening to him anymore.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
But hear me out. We're gonna start this 30-minute arm slaughter fest by back squatting. Now, we're setting the timer. We got 30 minutes. I wanna just do 3 sets of 3 to 5. Ooh, should've warmed up a little bit more. 3 to 5 reps, okay? And I just want to try and focus on improving that global innervation, okay? I'm gonna take about a minute, minute and a half rest. Gonna go nice and easy here. We're not trying to hit a PR on the back squat. What we're really trying to do is increase that body awareness. If I get a little bit stronger, if I load a little bit more weight on the bar with my back squat, my nervous system gets potentiated. When I go in and I actually hit the arm exercises that I wanna crush, that's gonna help me use a little bit more weight. If I can use a little bit more weight and still hit higher reps, that's gonna help me get a little bit more swole biceps. Okay, so we're at about a minute 15. I'm gonna rest 15 seconds. And just remember, this comes back to global innervation. The better our global innervation is, the better our nervous system is firing, the more high threshold motor units we can use. And in turn, we always have to remember, strong legs can really help you support that nice bear hug that you're gonna give that loved one when you finally have swole biceps. Okay, one more set here. Okay, so that's the second set. We're about 2 minutes in. Let's just go up to like 265, 275. Hit that, and we'll be good to roll. If we squat all the time, if we squat literally every day, and I did do an experiment about 8 years ago where I front squatted every day for 2 straight years. You just figure out how to be freaking strong. You improve your mobility, your back gets stronger, your upper back gets stronger, and you just wake everything up. And when we're on that time crunch, if we can shock that body in just 5 minutes, it really wakes everything up, it gets things moving, you can start to use better compound movements, and then as you start to isolate the bicep and isolate those arm muscles that you really wanna build, you're just gonna feel a lot freaking stronger. Okay, last set. 3, just 3 good ones. Okay, good. So I finished that. I had about 323 on this. Okay, so we're gonna get into weighted curl ups. Here at GS, we call them weighted curl ups. And these are actually not curl ups. These are cross body Powerlastic curls, which is gonna help focus on that brachii and the brachioradialis. But we're gonna get into that weighted curl ups. Everybody else knows them as chin ups. And what we wanna do is really focus on squeezing at the top, lighting up the bicep. And one other aside is the reason why I like to call them curl ups is because it actually mimics doing a freaking curl. And when you're dealing with a lot of meathead high school kids, it's easier to convince them to do something when you call it a curl up than if you would call it a chin up. When they hear chin up, they're saying, I don't wanna do that. Oh, curl up, oh, that's gonna get my biceps bigger, I'm on it. Okay, so the first set, no weight, 5 easy ones. Okay, so 5 easy ones, rest about 20 to 30 seconds. Get into this cross-body Powerlastic, okay? Remember, we talked about the mechanics of the biceps. These are Powerlastics, they're available at garagestrength.com, but remember, we wanna see elbow flexion and then lead into a little bit of supination. Boom, okay? And what this is gonna do is you're gonna get a little bit of pre-fatigue, and then if you rest about a minute after this, and you get back in that weighted chin up, you're gonna be a little bit more potentiated even after that back squat. I'm gonna rest about 40 seconds, because remember, we only got 30 minutes. So we got 4 sets, we gotta be done by the 12-minute mark. Currently, 7:40, okay? It's about a 15-pound chain. Get right back into this. These aren't gonna kill you, but that tension at the top, you're gonna get a better mind muscle action. And then in turn, when you're doing the curl ups, you're gonna feel a lot stronger at the top. First 3 sets, we wanna focus on increasing the load on the curl ups. Then that last one, it's gonna be all about the volume. And dude, holy my brachiae. Give me about 45 seconds rest. We're gonna do 1 weighted, drop the weight and go right into a high rep failure, and then we're gonna hit this cross body again, okay? Oh. All right, right into this. Holy just crank on this last set. This is a way harder workout than I had visualized. 11:37. Gives me a little bit extra rest. Next part of this, fat preacher curls. If you don't have a fat bar like we're gonna use, get these garage grips, okay? They're coming out soon. Now, I wanna go 17 here. If you guys ever wonder, Dane, why do you always pick 17? We've got a video that explains all that. Now, remember that famous quote in the beginning? Just trying to fill out my Abercrombie & Fitch size medium t-shirt. My triceps are big, biceps aren't. I'm gonna go simple tricep push down. This is gonna be easy. This is just going to give my biceps a little breather, a little sentimental story. This is the actual tricep push down that I used back in the late 90s and early 2000s at one of the first gyms I ever worked out in. And when they went bankrupt, I decided to buy it at the auction. Okay, now, next exercise, absolute killer. I'm gonna take these, the garage grips, I'm gonna throw them on. Gonna make it fatter. Use this movement to get absolutely huge forearms and biceps. Called walking hammer curls. You wanna almost feel like you're a robot. Okay, here, boom. The cool part is when you're walking, you have a little bit better potentiation because you're standing, okay? And then we'll go backwards. Boom, boom. My arms are dying. Oh my God. All right, rest for a minute, get back to that fat preachers. So we gotta be done by the 20 to 21 minute mark. Oh. That's good, triceps. So when you guys get to the gym, if you wanna do this, the biggest thing that you need to do is establish that rest period. That's the biggest thing that we use inside of Peak Strength. If you guys download it today, get it for 7 free days, and when you're using it, follow the freaking rest timer, because you're gonna optimize that time so you're a little bit more efficient. And we're gonna give you the good movements to get you as swole as possible. Go to Google Play Store, Apple iOS Store, peakstrength.app, you download it, you use it for free, and if you don't like it, you cancel it, but you gotta get swole. So back into walking hammers. Heart rate was just up at 140 plus. Oh. Try to look like that freak when you're in the gym doing robot walking hammer curls. People be like, what the heck is this dude doing? You don't have to walk backwards, but I'm just doing that for the show. Okay, another minute rest. We gotta do this. We gotta be done by the 20-minute mark. Oh, wow, it's only 25 on, I'm dying. This is where, so my favorite song from Jay Dilla is Light Works. And I feel like the lights are working. Light works are on. Tricep push downs too. If we ever did an overrated, underrated series, I would say underrated. It's easy, it's simple, and no matter what, I've been doing these things for 25 years. Actually, 25 years, that's crazy. And I still get a dummy pump in my triceps. I hit a half marathon Saturday, and my heart rate was around 160 for most of it. And I was just up at like 147. And that's just from training freaking buys. I'm gonna get right into it because we're running short on time. Remember too, biceps respond well to long duration sets. So if you can get a lot of time under tension, you get big. And the fat grips are gonna force your brachioradialis and your brachii to do a little bit more work. And it's gonna lead to better recruitment of the prime movers. Now people are gonna be like, Dane has bad curl technique. But guess what? If I crank a little and I have that eccentric, that's still gonna lead to some size increase. So it's important that you use good curl technique. It's important that you use decent curl technique. And it's also important that you use cheat curl technique. All of them work. Okay. I'm just gonna go till I die. Okay. Last set of these Vulcan hammers. A little fatigued to walk backwards. 22-20. That'd be a great throw on the shot. We're getting into a quad set. So just think about this. You're starting to get bigger. You're in college. You're in college, no girls like you because your biceps are too small. It just reminds me of myself. Anyway, think about this. You're starting to get a bigger pump. You're starting to get things moving. You're starting to feel really good, okay? But we still only have a 30-minute mark. I'm gonna give you 4 exercises now, and we're gonna go until that 30-minute time frame is up, and then that's gonna be the workout to completion. Tricep crossbody here. It's basically just like a seated Miracle Grow or like a seated banded tricep extension. Oh, holy shit. Then we're gonna get into spider curls, which is gonna be over here, which I did not tell the cameraman. Usually you would use like a bench that's a little bit taller or a box. Okay, and I'm gonna demonstrate here like this. You want it in your armpit, like right here. Okay, so it's a little bit longer than it would be if you're just doing straight preachers. Ah, wow. Now, I'm gonna go into a full incline Zotman curl. And I go like this, up, rotate, down. Great movement. Now make sure if you have that head back and you're really lengthening here, okay, make sure that your chest feels okay. You don't have any shoulder pain or anything like that. Just be aware of that, especially when you're under a lot of fatigue. Oh my gosh, my forearms. So I'm gonna lay this way, and I have chest supported. Now a little bit different This is gonna be a little bit different from what we just did on the spiders, but I'll show you here. I want this a little bit lower, okay? So it's a little bit, that's like a 30-degree angle, okay? Ideally, you got a training partner. And remember, this is a super bar. A lot of people forget about this. This bar is like a Bill Pearl special. So we're still hammering forearm work. All right, I'm gonna rest a minute. Fall over the bench, I'm hurting. Okay, so we're at 25, 45. So remember, we got this quad set and I said to do this until that 30 minutes is up. We talked about this. You got 30 minutes to train, that's it. So I gotta get moving. Now, I'm gonna decrease my load here. I did the HAF band. So one thing I'll do, I'll actually show you this to make it a little bit easier. If you're in a public gym, right, and you don't have access to all these benches that we're using, that's real, right? That happens. One thing you could do is stand, okay? So you're standing and you can get that Powerlastic crossbody without taking up anybody's space. And instead of sitting on a military, you can do this standing. That's what makes these so versatile. And you got the little loops and you just get that nice fatigue and that tricep. Let's pretend I can't do spiders because there's 30 dudes that all have size 13 biceps and they're still just thinking that they should preach a curl every time that they get in the gym instead of doing some squats or some curl ups. If this is taken up, which is most likely gonna happen, this is what you can do. For the spider, you go here, put your elbows sort of right at the knees. Okay, so that's a really good fix. Now the next fix. Somebody's on the incline. Dane, I can't use the incline to do these incline zadis. Guess what? Just grab some dumbbells. Don't have to be too heavy. Do standing allotments. You could do 20s, you could do 15 pounders. Supinate, pronate, supinate, pronate. One good thing with like an incline bench, most of the meatheads don't incline because they don't realize how good incline is for their bench. And also there's like those ab benches. A lot of public gyms. Sorry, Dilla. I'll go heart to heart with Dilla right here. I miss the dog. Here. All right, I want to check the timer. 30 minutes, I'm done. I gotta get my 4 kids at daycare. We got a minute. I'm going right back into the standing Powerlastics. Let's crank it. I want to try and get at least just one more set in. Oh, dude, I'm actually sweating. And it's currently like 47 degrees in here. Oh, okay. Back over here. Modified spiders. Oh. Another great aspect about these garage grips is these are things you can take with you anywhere. So when we release them, people are gonna love them because you get a more swole forearm. Pack them in your backpack. Okay, last thing, super bar. This is for Bill Pearl. Remember, he's probably the best old school bodybuilder just before Arnold. Great resource to learn from. Last set. Oh. 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 31, 35. So that means my wife might be a little mad. So I'm gonna be a little late getting the twins from daycare, but she'll be proud of me for getting that pump. So I'm blasted, my arms are swole. Remember, start that off, 5 minutes of back squats. We're not worried about the tonnage of the back squat, we're worried about increasing global innervation, increasing that potentiation to recruit higher threshold motor units. Then we're gonna get into those curl ups. Hit those curl ups, couple weighted, couple to failure, superset that with that cross body. Then that quick triplet. The quick triplet was preacher, tricep push down, walking hammers. Then you finish with that quad, get as many sets as you can, and just keep it moving. That tricep exercise, the Powerlastic extension, remember those Powerlastics are available at garagestrength.com. Those are gonna be quick ones, okay? Those are just gonna give your biceps that breather. Then you get into the modified spider curl if you need, get into the chest supported super bar curl, and then those incline Zotmans. If you have shoulder pain on the incline when you're doing incline curls, just do them standing. If somebody's taking up those benches, make it modified. We wanna get as many sets as we can of that quad set in as short a time frame as possible. And if you guys need help with your programming, head over to peakstrength.app, the Google Play Store, the Apple iOS Store. Pick up Peak Strength for 7 free days of training. If you don't like it, you don't need to do it. You can just cancel that subscription. But remember, the worst thing you can do is to do nothing. Because freaks, if you want to become a champion, you've always got to cultivate your power. Peace.